Good afternoon and welcome to day 2 of Read Across America Week. We are here for our Read Aloud, and today's Read Aloud is about an influential person, and I have chosen Bessie Coleman. And what better place to be than at an airport, because Bessie Coleman was a pilot. And I'm just so thankful to Timmerman Field Airport here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who have opened up their doors to me and gave me an opportunity to do my read aloud right here in the airport. And once we are done reading, hopefully I can get some great shots of some of these really cool airplanes here. So thank you again to Timmerman Field Airport. Today I'm going to be reading actually from this book, an excerpt from this book. It's called Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. And as you know, it is March is Women's Month, and so I have chosen Bessie Coleman. And honestly, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Here we go. Bessie Coleman, she was born in 1892. She died in 1926, and she was a pilot. Bessie grew up in a small segregated town in Texas. At home, with 3 younger siblings around, she had a lot of responsibilities: washing clothes by hand, fetching clean water, on top of walking 4 miles to school and back every day. On top of walking 4 miles to school and back every day. Bessie knew that one day she would leave her small town. In 1915, she moved to Chicago to live with her older brothers. Returning from World War I, they told her all about being in France and about how the women there could fly planes, unlike the women in America. This got Bessie curious, furiously curious. She applied to every aviation school in America she could find, but was denied entry. No one at any of these schools thought a girl could fly, especially not a black girl. Bessie wanted to prove them wrong, and in 1920, she moved to France, where she could finally learn aviation. She was so gifted, she graduated from the 10-month flight school in only 7 months. So, in 1921, Bessie became the first African-American woman in the world to receive her pilot's license. She specialized in stunt flying, parachuting, and aerial tricks. Wow. After returning home to the United States, Bessie flew for huge crowds. She was very popular among both white and black Americans and stood up against segregation and discrimination whenever she could. She hoped to open up her own flight school to teach other girls of color how to fly. Unfortunately, during a test flight in 1926, a mechanical issue caused her plane to crash. Bessie passed away, but her legacy lives on. In 1977, the Bessie Coleman Aviators Club opened in Chicago to support women of all races to reach their dreams of flying. Bessie Coleman. And there we have Bessie Coleman. All right. So hopefully you learned a little bit about Bessie Coleman, and if you are interested in learning a little more, there is a lot of information out there about Bessie Coleman. Now, let's go take a look at some of these really cool airplanes. Let's go.